Hey kids,
Hey.
welcome to another episode of 1/6 Pack, episode 73. 73. If you're new to the show, we discuss 1/6 figures, Hot Toys 3.0, InArt, J&D Toys, I guess now, Asmus, third party, and we have something to drink while we do it. You can join us, or you don't have to. It's not peer pressure here. It's just that's what we do. It makes the show go faster, or I don't know, maybe makes it longer. I'm not really sure.
There was a time we peer pressured Tom into getting pretty lit.
Well, that was pretty. Yeah, that was rough.
We need.
It was a good time. Not a great morning after, but it was a good time.
I'm sure. My name is Trevor at 16shooter on Instagram. With me, as always, TJ at capes.and.rifles, Tom at Iwatu, talented photographers and 1/6 collectors, and joining us, friend of the show, frequent guest of the show, also very talented photographer and 1/6 collector, visual_approach photo on Instagram, Sean Canary. What's up, Sean?
Hey.
Hi.
Good evening.
And show off with his Hulkbuster there
display
behind him and his
Seriously, is that all the entire
And his
giant
boxed
collection of
Jada toys next to him.
Yeah, the boxes are actually kind of starting to cave in on me. I will be. It's generally organized, but I don't have a hold of those yet.
It still looks
I hear you,
organized.
man. I hear you.
You have a way of making your chaos look organized, and I don't understand it.
That's
Yeah.
how I want to live. I want to feel like I'm surrounded by the things that I love. I come down here and it is my fortress of solitude.
Or smothered by them.
I would love
as
to
the
be
case may be.
smothered by them.
Well, at least they're very neatly lined up on the table. Mine are in a pile over here on the floor, and they
can't
get
tell
kicked
that.
around and moved around. What's that?
You can't tell.
Yeah, no, you can't see it. No, it's a good place for them to be. But his are there, like you can see them, but they're neat. All right, let's see who's in the chat. We got Cloud Foxhole. What's up, Cloud? Dave Orkin.
What's up, bud?
Greg, who will be, I guess, doing his off-world show pretty soon. I think I don't know if they're going live at 9 o'clock too, or 9:30 or 10. Josh Brown, sup nerds. Salvage Cargo, what's up, Salvage Cargo? On Hell is here. Alberto, who will be my guest on the 4th. Why am I doing this every time I bring up this date? It's the 5th.
That's in 2 days.
5th.
Okay.
5th. Monday, this coming Monday, on Toy Photography Bomb Best of the Month, which would be great. Some good stuff, man. So much good stuff that we really have to pare it down, Alberto. We got a lot in that collection. So go, Joe Gonsalves. What's up, Joe? I am TJ Williams, my brother. Wholesome Warlock from the Purple Gang. What's up? Raven Eye Studio 21 and ND Rackham. Welcome. Thank you.
What's up?
Stephanie York. All right, so we got a lot to talk about. I didn't realize we had as much to talk about, but looking back into what we've gone over the last couple of weeks, we do. But first, do we want to say what we're drinking here?
Yes, let's start with our guest if he's
Yep.
drinking it.
Yeah, Sean, what do you got?
Got a Headway.
In big and new.
Oh,
nice.
IPA.
Very
It
nice.
was in the fridge.
There you go.
There you go. Nice and cold.
It is.
God, I haven't had beer in so long. TJ, what do you
That's
got?
probably good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, what is
What is
this?
this?
No comment from
Whoa.
Nice.
German style lager. Look at
German
that.
fancy,
style
man.
lager from Bigelow Tea.
Infused
Oh, it's
with
interesting.
tea and orange peel.
Huh.
Wow.
How is
I've
that?
had
That
some
sounds
tea
really
infused
good,
beer.
actually.
It's pretty good. It's a little
Yeah?
too fancy for my taste.
Well, I know.
I know.
But
I
you got to bring those taste buds up. You got to up in class a little bit.
I
Man.
don't know. I think I'm
Class up those buds.
now until 80.
Well, at 80
There
is
you
when
go.
you're supposed to be drinking Coors Light. When you're like 18, and then when you're like 80 again.
No, when you're 80 is when you start doing like the crack cocaine, because who the fuck cares anymore, right?
Oh,
Do
that's
it
true.
all.
Yeah, I suppose.
Great
Yeah.
points.
I'll have to set a reminder for that.
There you go.
What do you got, Tom?
I got the same thing I had last week because, like Sean, it was in the fridge.
There you go. There you go.
Candlestick Chronicles Hazy IPA, still delicious.
I'm drinking a bourbon. I grabbed it so quickly I couldn't even tell you which one I grabbed, but it's delicious. It's very good. It's not Maker's Mark. I know that. It's better than that. Yeah, that's the 120 proof. This is, I think this is just 90. I think the proof is 90. I don't think I have anything that's 120 proof right now. So, sorry, Van. I will look it up, but I can't remember exactly. I just grabbed something really quick and I forgot what it was on the bottle. It's something new that I've never had before, and it's pretty good. It's good.
It's hard not to read
Van's
that,
all about
like,
that, though.
Like Brad Pitt going, "What's in the box? What's in the
Yeah,
glass?
I know. What's in the glass? All right. Should we jump right into it?
Let's do
We
it."
should. Let's jump.
All right, let's do it. All right. So starting out, we got to go a ways back. I don't think we talked about Ash.
Is this
from
the
League
first
of
one or the
Legends.
second one?
Did
that
we?
They've done from League, because they've done two now, right?
I think it's the second.
I think it's the second one too.
I don't know because I don't know League all that well, so I don't know.
Me neither.
It.
I want to say it's the second one. I want to say it's the second one. I don't know. I don't know anything about this character. I think it looks really cool.
It does. It looks really cool.
If this was 1/12th, I might even pick this up to go with. It's very Legion-esque, like Mythic Legion-esque. It's very cool.
With the slight side of anime, like the face.
Oh, yeah,
is
a
very
little-
kind of
yeah.
anime-ish.
Well, I mean that's very Legion's like though. They have a little bit. I mean, the hair is right there. It's just kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, good point.
It's anime, but it's not really crazy over the top.
This is their okay, so that's right. The Alita looking one was the first one. Thank you, Alberto.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, no, I think they did a great job with this, and the fact that they're getting these out at the time that they're doing the purrs, like for every figure. The fans of this stuff are really winning. I think.
Yeah. Cool effects, man. This is really cool. Yeah. And video game shit is where it's at, man. Like, I mean, I'm surprised Asmus isn't doing more. I know they got to work on getting more licenses other than Devil May Cry, but maybe they have something else. I can't.
They're
remember.
going more into anime, it seems now, because they're doing the Jujutsu Kaisen stuff and
That's true.
Chainsaw
Yeah.
Man. I think.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yeah.
I would love to see more video game stuff from Hot Toys specifically, like not just the Marvel and DC stuff, more stuff like this.
Yeah, it's interesting that they didn't pick up like something like Red Dead Redemption. You know what I mean? Like, I think like that would have been pretty cool. I mean, I'm glad that figure is amazing, and you never would have gotten half the amount of stuff with the Hot Toys that you got with that figure. So
Rockstar is notorious too for
incredible.
not wanting to do anything with their IPs. At least that kind of way. So we would never gotten anything from
like,
it.
why is that? That's really crazy, man. Right? It's the same thing with George Miller. All these streams that I'm on, people are like, "Oh, you know what we need is some Mad Max." I'm like, George Miller won't do it, man. Like, he just won't license Mad Max whatsoever. Like, you can't get anything. It's crazy.
William Golden says Destiny. Who's doing the Destiny ones? Was it 3-0? Because someone did like a whole 2 or 3 waves of Destiny 1/6 scale figures. I think it was
the game.
3-0. Yeah.
I don't know.
They did they did like 3 different looks of each class, which is kind of crazy. Oh no. Yes.
Great looking eyes on this, man. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. I like the sculpted head. You need it to fit perfectly over the hair.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like this, man. If this was like one of those, if Mythic Legions wasn't a thing, like at 1/12th, this would be something I'd pick up. I tried to delve into that with the Court of the Dead stuff from Sideshow when they started doing the 1/6 figures, but I don't know, it just didn't float my boat, man. It's just like it's I don't know, it's tricky. But this is cool. Anybody? I doubt anybody in the chat. We got 22 people in here. What's going on? Hit that like, please. Yeah, I'd love some Mad Max too, man. But you got to get third party. I mean, it's third party or custom. It's the only way to go. It's the way I got mine. That's it.
I do wonder how George Miller now, because he's the reason why we haven't seen Mad Max figures, right? You were saying it's usually George Miller that would put the stop to it. He's now going to be in the next Kojima game, and Kojima does a lot of action figures based on their game, and we've already seen George Miller's character, so it'd be really ridiculous if we get an action figure of George Miller, but nothing from any of his actual movies.
That would be the ultimate. Is that ironic? I'm not sure that's ironic, but it's very close.
It's some form of irony, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it sucks, man. I'm really looking forward to Furiosa too. I can't wait for that to come out. But yeah, no figures. No figures for you. Super Battle Droid. TJ, I'm gonna guess you got this.
I pre-ordered it.
You
Just
pre-ordered.
watching
Okay.
a review. I kind of want more than one.
I would have assumed you
That's
got
what
2 or
everybody's
3
saying.
at least.
Sean, you got this too?
I did not. No, I've stayed away from prequel droids and clones so far, except for the commanders or the ARC troopers.
Yeah.
Doing my best.
Yeah, I've gotten some clones, and I think I did break down and get a battle droid, and I don't know why. I think it was just a moment of weakness. I hate
They
those
look
things.
cool.
You know, I hate
I love
them
the
so
Super
much.
Battle
They're-
Droid. Right? That one was
Super
cool.
Battle Droid is cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was in Mando, so I mean, for a brief second. So
Oh yeah,
That's
I
kinda cool.
forgot about that being a Mando. This takes AAA batteries,
yeah,
which is
That's
well,
right.
there's room in this for AAA batteries, so I guess
It's like the
that's a
first
good
time
thing.
that's happened, has it?
I thought somebody was saying on another stream the other day that there was one other thing that had AAA batteries. I've never had a figure that ever had anything close to
can't
being
remember.
like a regular, standard battery that wasn't like a button battery.
Yeah.
Um,
I just love that it's going to stay lit. That one tiny red dot.
Is it for just that one LED?
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
LED.
3 batteries for
Yep.
that one little LED.
For its entire life cycle.
Yep.
That's
So
it.
stupid.
And just
It's
throw
so
it away.
stupid. It's so stupid. That's a cool shot, I gotta say. Ultra Ben's been doing some good stuff. Everybody else,
Yeah.
I don't know. Been some slackage. Some of these things. Yeah, so there he is. I don't know. How much was this thing, TJ?
260, 70? I mean,
Was that
there's
it?
no
Really?
there's no die cast anything in this.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's all plastic.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's an interesting design. It's very Cylon Raiderish.
Right?
Yeah.
It is very silent, yeah.
I wish that's another thing I wish we would get. Battlestar Galactica,
Oh my
you could
God.
definitely license. And I would love Battlestar Galactica figures, man. The new Battlestar Galactica and like the old Cylons would be cool too.
I don't know why. Why not?
It's the purple gang, so anything purple they have like some sort of like innate knowledge over, I guess. So, there you go.
I wouldn't want innate knowledge over what Grimace uses for
Well,
that. But hey, you never know.
you know,
To each their
you
own.
know. Exactly. All right, TJ, tell us about it.
Man, what a fucking travesty.
Travesty.
Why? But I mean,
Tell us why.
it looks good, but why is there no phase 2 helmet or phase 2 look?
Mm.
Like you have like the phase 2 Coruscant troopers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they were thinking making this like on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, right? I mean, did the armor change though between the looks
Armor, if I remember correctly, like the armor changed a lot, but like I would have been happy
Okay.
with some kind of interchangeable parts.
So you're probably gonna get
Oh, I'm gonna get
the
it.
other
Yeah,
version. No, you're gonna get the other version eventually.
yeah, if it comes out while I'm still alive, I'll probably look at it for my lifetime.
Wow. And all right, tell us how this pisses you off right here.
That's awful. It's just
The reds being that much of a difference is
Yeah.
pretty bad.
it's not just that.
Are they supposed to be the same?
in phase 2? No. Yes.
No.
I don't know. This is
No, I don't think the reds are supposed to be the same. I think it's just the phase 2 helmet and the phase 1 helmet, right?
Oh,
making
what's
my
funny?
brain hurts.
I don't notice that stuff at all. I think I have trooper blindness, except for stormtroopers versus clone troopers. I get that difference, but
Mhm.
I never even knew there was multiple phases of helmets until TJ said it on this show once. I was like,
Mm.
what?
It is pretty jarring seeing because they never really would exist together because there was that photo makes me kind of bummed.
Yeah.
I did dig a little deep. I think this was the look of Commander Fox in the first Clone Wars movie. Can someone confirm that for me? I'm too lazy to do it. When they were searching for
I'm gonna
Zero-
say yes. I'm gonna
Zero
say yes because I remember this vaguely, and I remember the look of this, and his color scheme. So I'm gonna say yes. You're talking about the original movie, right?
Yeah, where Ahsoka is first introduced.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're correct.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do they keep insisting on putting this?
That's just
That was
bad
one blogger. Who is
bad
this? This is
blogging.
That
Yeah.
that is
It
the
is.
Yep,
That's-
same guy.
he does
Who
it
is
for all
this?
of them.
That's
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
who
if
is
it's
this?
Star Wars or not. He'll do borders on all
Yeah.
of his stuff.
Is this Jingo? No.
kind
No.
of.
Jingo Bell.
Is it? It might be
Is it Jingo
Kendar.
Bell?
They usually.
Oh yeah, Kendar.
Kendar-
Kendar puts the.
Oh yeah,
Kendar
his logo's
puts
down
the.
there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Always.
He always puts the border around it.
I mean, it's a classic packaging look, right? So I
That
think
looks
it's
nice.
kind of just
I like that
stuck on
shot.
that.
That's cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what this is branded as, TJ. Like the Clone Wars, as in, yes, the show, but also the movie.
And don't put the other guys in the shots, Kendar.
Oh, this guy did it too.
Is that still Kendar?
No, somebody
No.
else. I don't know. All right, there you go. So you got him coming.
I have a strong feeling this is gonna stay available, like Jesse.
You're bargain hunting this one.
I'm gonna use points on this.
There you go.
I think you could probably wait this one out. Although I don't know, like these seem to be real low production.
What makes you say that?
What makes me say that? Like
Yeah.
some of the other stuff that's come out recently, some of the other clones have been gone on wait lists pretty quickly, haven't they?
Not
no?
like Captain Rex is available still. A lot of the
Okay.
Bad Batch are still available, and so is Clone Trooper Jesse.
Well, the Bad Batch. I'm talking about like.
I thought
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
true.
of Bad Batch
Generic
sold out.
clones go away pretty quickly, like the 501st, because I'm assuming people must be army building those.
the
Yeah.
regular guys.
But the generic ones do disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Crosshair is
Mhm.
gone though already, right?
Crosshair was. I think Crosshair was done.
Crosshair was gone like real quick, man, really
Yeah.
quick.
Hunter. And
I had to
Echo.
get him from Australia. I didn't get him from not pop, but pop culture because yeah, it was tough.
I'm not surprised he was the first one to go, but still, it's shocking that
Yes.
like one of them sold out where the other ones are still
Yep.
available.
Languishing.
Bad
New
Batch.
season looks good though. All right, so I keep seeing people say that this was. I don't want to go back and search necessarily for the prototype for this, but I don't remember this looking much different, honestly. I mean, yeah, the prototypes are sometimes painted a little, with a little more detail, but and everybody's a little upset about the looseness of the outfit. I can get that. I guess I get that.
The figure
It's a
still
little-
has to move a little bit, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. We're going to look at Catwoman in a minute, and that's a crazy tight suit. So I don't know why you couldn't do that here, unless you just couldn't get this material to be
Yeah, maybe it's material.
that fitting. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Who's getting this? TJ, you getting this?
Maybe.
Okay.
Wait, are you getting
Anybody
it?
else? I'm gonna no.
You look great in a display case with 8 of your Anakin standing behind it.
Well, I was gonna say, oh wow.
Oh
What are you insinuating?
No,
No, no,
like-
no, 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 no,
First
no,
thing I thought of.
no,
Oh jeez.
no, absolutely no.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
This one will be in our house. I'm not getting her, but my partner is.
Okay. I think it looks okay. I mean, I don't think it looks great. I don't think it really looks.
I think the face
There's
looks
something
pretty
about-
good.
You know, I think they need to start doing, and this is going to come up with another discussion we have later. But they need the white. I realize the whites of your eyes are not bright white, but they're not this dark either. They're adding a lot of blood vessels, and like they're tinting it too dark. I think it actually detracts from the realism in some of these things. Like some people just have very like bright eye. Like Mark Hamill, I think that's what hurts the Bespin Luke is the darkness of the eyes and the darkness of the pupils too. It's just he's got super bright, hazel blue eyes and like very wide eyes, and his the whites of his eyes are just like very light. So I don't know. I think it hurts the likeness. They're doing the same thing on a couple of different figures here that we're going to talk about. But yeah, I mean, I get the outfit. I don't know. Part of our discussion tonight is, my thumbnail's a little clickbaity, I have to say. Admit. Yeah, it was a little. But I have been I'm a little. There are some things here that we're going to talk about later tonight that I think just people are just ramping up the consternation just to ramp up the consternation.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, and I get it about this. I get the outfit to some degree. Yeah, I think some of the problem is we're seeing some things that are very well done, and maybe it just makes some things that just aren't quite as well done, look worse, I guess. I don't remember this headdress. I don't remember this at all in the movie. Did she ever wear this?
I remember it being from the playing cards or set photos, but I don't remember it being in the movie.
I don't remember ever seeing it in the movie.
Yeah, I think it's a deleted scene or something.
Okay. That's a terrible pose.
Yeah.
And her gun looks like a lighter. I don't know. What thoughts? What do you think about the likeness on this?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah,
It's
good
fine.
enough.
I think it looks like her from a lot of different angles.
Yeah, I'd say it's like an 8 out of 10. I don't know if that's too high, but I feel like that's where it is.
Here,
for
this
me.
looks good.
I
mean, I think this looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is what we're seeing, the angles that the bloggers chose and the posing.
Yeah.
These things always look better when you get them in your own hands.
Yeah, we're gonna. There's another thing coming up that I'm gonna say the same thing about, but this is probably a 7 for me. I think there's some things that just don't ring true. But it's not something that I've really done a lot of comparison for. So, all right, there you go. That's pretty good. Yeah, there are certain angles. I mean, plus she does have, again, you put the eyes in the right position.
Right.
The movable eyes are kind of a hit or miss for these blogger shots sometimes. I
Well,
think
some people just don't know how to do it.
Right,
Move them,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
That one, they seem a little spaced apart. That one's spot on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't know. It's not something I really need, but not bad. Not bad. We got a lot of strong opinions tonight.
I'm wondering
pretty
how
right.
I'll feel about it when the episode 2 Anakin comes out.
It's a great point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
You mean being next to it? Oh,
Yeah.
the episode 2 at Anakin. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Who also looked amazing in prototype, so hopefully
yeah.
they can kind of keep that
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh my god! All right.
That's an inside joke. Sort of an inside joke. All right, so I've had this pre-ordered for what has this been? 2 years since we've been waiting for this to come out, I think. 2.0, I think it's been 2 years, yeah.
What changed between the 1.0 and the 2.0? Because we have the 1.0.
So I know that the mask is a lot thinner.
Okay.
They made it a little more form-fitting and more true to the movie. They changed the eyes. They definitely changed the eyes. And to some people, I don't think the mask comes off from what I've heard.
right.
But somebody did take it off, and they're all upset that it doesn't quite look as much like her.
Oh yeah,
I
she has
guess
if
the
it wasn't
argument is
supposed
the
to
old
come
one.
off, yeah,
Right.
I don't think
Yeah.
they have anything to say.
Mm-hmm. I think the likeness is very good. I mean, I think this is really good. I've seen a lot of bitching about the hairline and the doll hair. Again, I have Gamora. I think they did a great job. Yes, this is doll hair. This is synthetic hair. It's not rooted hair. You're not paying $500 for this figure. I think for what it is, and for the style of the hair, I think it works pretty well. And they did paint some details in there to kind of give it the impression that it was, not just, there wasn't just a line that it was coming out of. I think it's not great, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? For a basic figure, it's not. I don't think it's bad. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks like her hairline. It kind of looks like the way your hair was there. You know what I mean in the movie. So it was very much a straight line across the forehead. I've heard people talk about the neck being too thin. I don't know, just all this BS. I think this looks very good, man. I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. Didn't have the first one, so I don't know comparatively, but I think it looks better than the first one from what I've seen. I'm happy with it. So happy that I bought the Bat Pod the other day from somebody online.
Oh wow,
Nice.
Oh,
There
she
you
looks
go.
good there.
I think the body is like, I mean, it looks like her. You know, I mean, it's the right proportions for her. It's it works. You know, what I mean, for the character. And I think the shoulders look better than the original one. It seemed like there was more of a joint there that looked. I mean, you can still see a little bit of it right there, but it's not too bad.
So if the body's updated, does that mean the material's updated on the suit? Because I read that there's
The material is shinier than the original, which is closer to the movie, I think, too. I just don't know what the difference is in terms of, is it going to be more durable? Is it going to be more movable? I have no idea, but I don't think, I'm pretty positive these are not leather because we haven't got any of that. So it's some form of pleather. Somebody said something about the ankle joints are different in this. Either they go below the boot. Well, I mean, the boot cut, basically. So you got to be a little more careful with the ankle joint or something like that. I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I'm kind of I'm on the fence of it just because, and I don't know if this is my own interpretation of, I messed around with the version 1 of it a couple times, and it's not that impressive of a figure, the first one. So I don't know if that's coloring my opinion on this one, even though this one clearly is better in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But I think without seeing them side by side, it's hard to kind of tell exactly how.
I know the zipper is like more in scale, like it was like a giant like actual zipper or something on the first one.
I've seen the first version in person recently at a show.
Okay.
And it looked like a very dated Hot Toys figure.
Yeah,
it does.
That's what
this looks certainly like a step in the right direction. They certainly got the doll quality of the original release was striking with the shape of her eyes and like the blank stare that the figure had. And
yes, everybody complained about the dead eyes. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the dead eyes. I think they fixed that here. I mean, I would have loved movable eyes here, but you know, obviously this is before.
Yeah,
this
just
right before.
Yeah. The only way.
I mean, I'll tell you, the poses that some of these photographers are getting look so natural. That until you like look at the face and then you can kind of tell that it's, you know, a figure.
Yeah.
It looks like a human's body, and that's kind of really impressive.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the only thing that gives it away is the hairline. Like, I think if the hairline wasn't so obviously, you know, doll-like, and again, they've done a decent job of kind of hiding it with a little bit of paint. At least they attempted to do it. Other than that, I mean, I think from the hairline down, it looks really good.
I think that would be diminished when you're holding it in person. Again, it's going to be the size of your thumb when you're holding it in person. That the illusion will be more convincing when it's in person, when you're not looking at a close-up portrait photo of the head.
Yeah.
The hairline will look better.
I mean, that's not a great pose.
No, that's not a good pose. I was going to say, you know what's funny is that pose kind of throws off that whole thing I was saying about the posing of the body being natural.
Yeah.
Well, she's lit from the front, too, which is just jarring looking.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, too. Yeah. That's much better. That looks great. I mean, I think that looks like a great natural pose. This looks good here. The knee, I've seen one with the knee. Yeah, that's a little. But I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a double joint. I mean,
yeah, you'd rather the double joint than a single joint, and you wouldn't be able to get that bent that way.
I just won't put that. I wouldn't be holding it in that position for very long anyway.
No.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I think this looks good. I saw somebody do a review. I can't remember who. Apologies, but The hair looks very like full back here. Here it looks less. I'm wondering if you like matted that down, like a little bit of matte spray or something like that. It looks really good. It's really natural.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is that
be-
something that people can do to this type of hair? Is hit it with something that will dull the shine a little bit?
I imagine you can. I have never done it myself, but I imagine that it's possible. I mean, you're gonna have to do some masking and stuff. You're not gonna want to overspray that, but I imagine you could. I can't see why not. You're gonna like stiffen it up a little bit, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
Her hair's not being styled anyway, so
yeah. I like it, man. I'm happy with this. This is another one that I saw a lot of people just sad about.
She doesn't look like she's just seen a ghost, so her eyes definitely.
I think I get it only because of the comparison to what Hot Toys is doing right now. Like, this does look like today's Hot Toys, but it also doesn't look like what the first version looked like. It looked like that middle ground, which is what it was, because this has been in production for a while. And I think that's maybe
it's a 1.5.
Yeah,
that's. I think that's like what I'm taking it at. Like, first of all, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward figure. I mean, aside from movable eyes, and maybe a little bit artisan better of a hairline that you could do. It would have to be artisan hair. I don't think you could really do anything better than what is here with this style of hair. You know what I mean? Like, you just couldn't do anything better unless you're going to get into rooted hair. This is exactly what they showed. This is like there's been a couple things like it was what's his name from Thor, Christian Bale's character,
Gore.
Like, it's what the no, that wasn't it because it didn't come out yet. There was something else that it was like basically like this is what they showed you. Like, I don't know what you were expecting. Like, I think everybody's expecting like they're going to be improving these behind the scenes after they've showed us a prototype.
Dramatic.
They're not.
People are looking for dramatic improvements. I don't like it, so they'll fix it before the final release.
Yeah, they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're going to show you if there's something is dramatic enough. They did it with the Bruce Wayne with the hair after InArt kind of pushed them, I think. They'll show you if they change something. You know what I mean?
They will.
They'll put it out there. Typically, they're not just going to like, hey, surprise, we did more work for you for your money that you already gave us. They're not doing that. They're not doing it. So, I don't know. I like it. I'm happy with it. I'll put it on the shelf. It'll be good. All right, here we go, kids. Here we go. All right. So, I don't know about you guys. I woke up. I think we all woke up at the same time because we were all kind of talking about it in our chat. But weird time to drop it. It seemed like it came at like 10 a.m. on the Eastern Standard Time or something like that. It was like after I woke up, which was weird.
I always get Hot Toys right before I go to bed, not when I wake up. So it's shocking to see all this news.
Yeah, right. I usually have the notifications when I wake up that they've posted on the East Coast.
And Han Solo, I mean, how, come on. We've been talking about this for 2 years. I mean,
should have been the ESB look,
and
personally.
They just skipped ESB. And
yes.
I'm upset at that.
Yes, I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, who's to say with Hot Toys what the mind of Howard Chan is a mystery, but they having teased the Empire Strikes Back one in the Leia photos, like why you wouldn't do that one first, I don't know. But hey, this has got to be a gateway to more, Harrison Ford figures. So I'm okay with that. Any Solo is better than no Solo. And everybody was very excited and everybody was very happy, and then they started picking it apart. And I get it. My first thought was like the hair is weird, and it is. It's a little off, but not that off. No. But go ahead, Tom. What were you thinking?
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, as I saw it too, and the exact same thing happened, like where I was like, this looks amazing, it looks great. And so then I always get curious and like open up the comments, and I probably shouldn't have. Because the very top things are all like people being like, that looks nothing like him. What are you doing? Like, are you seeing
nothing
the same
like
thing
him?
I'm seeing? Look at that.
I love the nothing
it looks just like him. Like, I get it with the hair, but that's like it's the 70s looking coif that Han Solo has. And I don't know how you're really going to do that without doing rooted hair. in the sculpt without making it look like a helmet.
This is I'm going to get into this a little bit. I'm going to go a little deeper on this one, but this is based on kind of a promo shot. Like this exact shot right here there's a promo shot, and I think he was a little more styled in that, even though the hair doesn't match even the promo shot quite perfectly either.
Mhm.
But his hair was like from scene to scene was kind of disheveled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was different in almost every scene, from like where it was wavy to where it was. It's just different. He's just got that kind of hair, and it's really hard to interpret in plastic. I mean, this is a sculpt. I love Han Solo. This is a sculpt I would easily have. I'd pay for rooted hair, although if we've got the purs, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if this is removable in some place in the back or something. I'm not really sure.
Probably a scene back there somewhere.
Yeah, which
It's
could be a
something
problem
that's
if you're going to do rooted hair. But man, I mean, the hands are all new for the most part.
They look
I
great.
think those look incredible.
Yep.
I love the expressions on them. They even got like a trigger finger where he's got the thumb up, which is he did a lot with that.
I think
love it,
that's
man.
my
I
favorite
think
thing
it's
about
great.
this sculpt is the expression. Like it's not
Mhm.
dead stare, but it's also not like overdone. It's a very
Yeah.
subtle Han Solo look, and that's my
Yeah.
favorite thing about it. It's gonna look great on the shelf.
Yeah, people were saying they wanted the smirk in this. It limits you though. Like if you don't, I mean, yeah, I guess if you're just going to put it on the shelf and you want it, but for being selfish and being toy photographer, not that I'm doing a lot of wood six, but like I want a kind of more of a neutral expression. I mean, I want a little bit of expression, but more neutral than I would love 2 head sculpts. That would be fantastic, but it's a lot to ask. This over here, I think, looks incredible. Again, this is a matter of, first of all, contrast. I don't know why the contrast is so incredibly different between these two. But this look over this look, there's something about this angle that just doesn't work. I think the lines in the forehead are too pronounced. He didn't have that. It's just that's not. But that's fixable. I think that's fixable. I think it looks great.
Yeah. It just reads instantly as Harrison Ford's Han Solo
Yeah.
to me. And that's like the thing that if I'm ever going to complain about a sculpt is when I see something and I'm like, I don't know who that's supposed to be, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
I instantly know.
Or it
Han
looks
Solo.
like someone else. Like you're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, that looks like so. This is great. I mean, I love this.
That is great. There are some
Yeah.
moments or some of these pictures where you're just like, oh my God, there it is. But
That would have been great. Multiple hairstyle approach.
I suppose I don't know that he. I mean, it's like the Bespin Luke is like there's a windblown one. You know what I mean? Like a ragged. I mean, I love this hand. This is great. I'm gonna jump over to this. So, whoops.
What you got?
Going to Photoshop.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so here's a side by side. Again, the hair is blown out, but this is a promo shot. Okay, and I think that this is kind of where this. I mean, this is where they're taking this pose for sure for this shot. But they may have looked at this. He's a little more coiffed here. You know what I mean? Like, but the hair is like it's like cut short up in front.
It is. It's a weird hair, actually.
And very
puffy
and feathered back. It's that 70s 80s style where it doesn't have this big, like I don't know, like product
Whoosh.
type of swoosh. Like he slicked it back. It just doesn't.
it just looks like one.
do
it looks
that.
like a helmet a little bit when you can looking at.
That's exactly.
He had
So,
been in carbonite for a while.
What's that, Sean?
He had been in carbonite for a while, so he probably couldn't just like get a haircut after.
But at this point, he hadn't been. I mean, like here's another one. You're seeing this, right? I'm switching between. Okay.
It's lighter too. There's more color variance.
There's
on
more.
The top. Like,
Yep.
He's got like
Very much so. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like sun streaked almost.
Yep.
And that's, I think, if that were translated to the sculpt, and maybe it is, and it's not showing up in the photos, but that's what I think of when I think that there's almost a bleached element to part of his hair from being inside.
And look at just the wild nature of this. Like it's very much like short pieces of hair that just are kind of like, I don't know, hairsprayed into place and like just, like that feathered back 70s look. It starts here to be sort of heavy, but up here it's very like wispy and, it's not the same thing.
The super wispy look.
This one looks more like it, but again,
it does.
I think this is a promo shot. I don't think this is from the movie. I'm not.
And what
sure.
is he leaning against? Or is that just cut out to?
Looks like a tree.
Against Chewie in that picture.
Oh yeah, that might be true. Chewie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know where this came from, but I was just trying to find hair shots that look a little bit more like what they've given. That does look a lot
closer to the sculpt that we're looking at on the figure.
Right.
Than that.
I see the eyebrow lines though that you're saying are not there in pretty much all of these photos.
This is the shot that I could find the most where he's got some forehead wrinkles, but nothing else. Like, there's a little bit there.
Yeah, that one he's actually the one that you just looked at is the one where he's raising his eye, like
this one here?
Not that one. Go to the one where I think it's the three of them together.
This one? Oh, the three of them together?
Yeah, the three of them together. You could tell like he's kind of like raising his right eye like a little bit, so you see a little bit more of the lines, which I think is what they try to capture in the sculpt, and that's why we're getting a little bit more of that.
And this one, I mean, they're there, but they're so deep here. They're so. I'm telling you, if you look at this shot and you look at this picture, this is exactly what they modeled this off of. Is this image right here? This exact promo shot. I'm
I think
telling
Elliot's
you, like,
right though too. The
What's
forehead
that?
lines will soften in the final. That's one of the things that we do.
We hope so. Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. So, all right, here's my other problem with it. He's on, and this is not a light thing. Like you can go to any one of the. It's a little less there, but you can go to just about any one of these, and there's a definite definition to the bridge of his nose, that. If you go back to this, is kind of lacking. And I've looked at all the pictures. It's not just the lighting, because there is lighting coming from the left here. So I played around with this a little bit. Here's a couple things I did to it. I think the bridge of the nose, I'm not sure if I got the hair quite right, but I think that for sure. I took down the wrinkles a little bit. I did brighten the eyes. I think I might have brightened the eyes a little bit too much. I think that looks a little bit better myself.
Yeah.
I like the hair. The nose looks bigger in yours than, I don't know, just with that shadow. I know that shadow is coming directly from.
If you look at it, it's like exactly the same.
I know, but it looks taller with the shadow there. If you remove the shadow, I don't know why.
It's got a long nose, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
it might be these wrinkles, because he doesn't also. I haven't seen these wrinkles in too many pictures either, where he hasn't been furrowing his brow. So maybe those as well.
Them, initially, when I saw your after,
he does have these wrinkles in the actual sculpt. I don't know why I took them out of the original.
It looked like you did a lot more to the after than you actually did, and I feel like it did enhance it for me. If the hair weren't so long down the back of his neck,
it's very close. I did actually bring it. If you look, I did actually. Oh, you know what I did in the original, because you can see the line right there. Like, I didn't do a great job of it. I did bring it up a little bit. It just needs to be shaggier. Like, it just they've done shaggy hair for things. Like, I think what people are complaining about is the roundness of everything and just the smoothness of everything. Whereas, look, he's got little wisps coming off of here. He's got things coming off of here. Just, mess it up a little bit. I think that's the only problem with it. I could do without the nose. That may be a shadow thing. I'm not really sure. I don't think it is, but I think it's, the hair, you fix the hair, you do some overlays here, like something that just comes out a little bit further and sticks over the top.
Yeah.
Scruffier. You'd be good. Scruffier. Yeah, scruffier. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Nerfier.
Yeah. I like that. Scruffier. Nerfier.
The blow dry. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. That's that style of hair, 100%.
Yeah, I think they kind of did it after that promo shot where it was just kind of slick. But then, I mean, I'm still happy with this. I'm totally
I like the two styles of look: wearing the coat and not
wearing.
That's not really. That's not two styles of look. That's he comes with a coat. Come on.
Well,
Put the coat on.
In the
Take the
pocket.
coat off.
You say
That's
that's
true.
right.
That's
Hands
true.
in the pocket.
That's
That's
true.
a look.
That's true. Hands in the pocket.
He's serving on the right. He's not serving on the left.
He's
That's
digging
true.
for change.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my
remember
other
that coat at all.
problem with this, and this is a problem, and I don't understand this. So
the base?
every other Endor figure has that square base with the little add-on little leaves, which are, when we got them, it was like, all right, that's kind of basic, but that's what it is. Like the Leia fits with the
Wicked.
Do you think he had it in his contract? He's like, I need to be an inch taller than everybody else.
It's pissing me off. Like I gotta go out and buy another base for this thing because like this is just not gonna work with the rest of the display. It's
I understand
irritating.
your
It's
frustration,
really
but
stupid.
I love the new base. I wish they all had that base instead of the
I
square.
feel some
I
PS5
see.
anger coming.
I disagree. I like the way they all kind of interlink together. Like you can almost put them together and they kind of look like the base of a forest. You know what I mean? I mean,
It's kind of a cog. Put
cheesy
the
as
cog
it is.
together. Cogs go together.
It's weird. Why do that? Why do that out of the blue? It's very strange. It seems like they're just trying a little hard to add some value to this. Which do we even know the price of this yet?
$290.
290.
Is it $290?
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
that was my call. I called $290 the other day when people were talking about
All
it.
right.
You called correct.
Because people were saying that it was what it was coming in Hong Kong dollars was like getting into like the 320s, and I'm like, there's no way they're doing 320 for this. Oh, the hand picture's back up. They took this down before.
Oh, really?
People were getting
Why
some
did they
sort of
take it
Facebook like notification of.
They're very suggestive hands.
I mean, he's very much wants to just grab
He's-
something.
He's cupping and
right here.
I mean, he's like an
little bit
OBGYN
of-
with those hands.
He really is actually.
He's trying to hit some
know.
areas, So
Right.
curl that finger. Yeah.
Prostate exam Han Solo, episode 7.
Leia didn't marry him for nothing. I love it, man. I'm really happy with it. If it doesn't change at all, I'm going to be a little disappointed with the hair, but I'll still be okay with it. I'll probably get it here
because I want to be like shits on it for 15 minutes. Ends with I love it though, man. I love it. No, you didn't
No, I wasn't shitting on it. I'm like,
I know.
Here's the thing.
Giving you shit.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at something else with the Joker thing. That like, I think feedback like this is good. Like they'll actually look at this stuff. So I think giving somebody like, hey, this is like, here's where you can improve it. Here's like kind of an example of how it could be better. Could actually go.
We all know
towards...
Howard sits down and watches the 1 6-pack on his every other Friday night.
No. I'm saying I'm not on here. I'm going to post it to somewhere. Obviously, that they'll see it. And it's not just me. I think other people are saying this about the hair. So I think there's actually going to be some movement on the hair. Whereas when it's just that one asshole that has to bring up the fact that the collar is 2 inches too high or whatever.
Like you said, that one asshole. Like it's not like a whole plethora of those assholes.
Well, it is a plethora of assholes. Yeah, where are you, Howard?
Somebody said the sculpt looked like Bill Maher, and it kind of ruined it for an hour.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
Yeah, no, please,
Like,
no.
No.
I mean, the nose, I can kind of see it there a little bit, but
Yeah.
God, please, no.
a very young Bill Maher, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, man, here's the thing. We got Han Solo.
Finally.
Which we have been begging for Han Solo. And that's the
I'm
thing
still
that
gonna
I
wait
guess
for
bugs
the
me the
ESP,
most.
though.
You're going to wait? You're not getting this?
No, I'm gonna wait for ESB. If I'm gonna
Oh,
get
wow.
a solo,
Okay.
it's gonna be 1, and it's gonna be.
Oh,
wait.
Pre-ordered this immediately.
Yeah. I need every version of Han Solo. Despite, I mean, the shirt is a little different from ESB, but everything else pretty much is kind of the same.
It's just that he has a jacket.
Except for the jacket.
Right?
Except for the jacket, the top, yeah. Which somebody could do third party, and you could easily turn this into. I mean, the hairstyle is definitely different in ESB too. So
It looks better head on, way better head on than from the
What do you mean?
side. The 3/4 for the hair is
Head on like this. Yeah.
It's
It's a little better.
it's better.
It's just got to be like we said, it's got to be scruffier. It's got to be messier. He was more like that than like this in the movie. Like I don't even think he looked like this in the movie. I really think that's the promo shot, but I'm happy we got it. I want every Han Solo we can get. So there you go. All right, moving on. I think that's it for Hot Toys, right? That's the last thing. Yep, there we go. All right, moving on to InArt, which I didn't bring up. I guess I'll go because they have better. Not terribly happy with them at the moment, but I'll bring them up because they have good pictures.
Don't worry, we'll know soon enough, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a release date?
What's that?
Was there a release date on Han Solo?
I don't know. Did they? Is he up on Sideshow? Because I haven't looked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went up next day.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go pre-order it. I don't know where I'm going to pre-order it from. That might be a Hong Kong thing because I really want to get that.
I can't wait to hear
early.
about you complaining about not having it while everybody else.
Oh
gets
yeah, no, that'll probably happen. No, it won't happen because I've I'm gonna weed out the companies that are not sending me shit on time.
Episode 92.
That's right.
You're being generous. I think we'll be on.
I was gonna say 92. We're 73. It's gonna be 120 or something. All right, so InArt. Finally, we got the release of the 2-pack and the 4-pack for Joker.
Finally, someone did a Joker.
Yes, finally someone did a Joker. Well, I mean, Joker 2019. Yes, finally somebody did Joker 2019.
Well, someone did a licensed version. How many 1/6 Jokers have you seen?
How many have you seen that are any good? Those things have sucked, man. Those have really, really been bad. Most of those have been really terrible. But this is very good. This looks great. InArt, I think, has proven themselves at this point. And I definitely trust in their quality. The other thing is, like, I got the Pennywise the other day from
how is
Kit. I only opened it briefly. It looks great. What I love is that inside the slip case, so that they have the nice slip cases on the outside. With Gandalf, it was just open, like, so it was an open box, and that's why, my shit was all over the place. It fell like they're filling the box. The padding comes up to the top of the box this time, and they put a plastic wrap around the inside container. So if anything opens up or anything, like, it's inside plastic, so it's not just you're not just opening up. It could be in the cardboard box or whatever. I don't know what happened to my One Ring, but it just wasn't in there. So they're listening. I got to give them that. They are definitely listening to people in terms of the packaging. So that's cool. I think this looks great. What do you guys think?
Looks fantastic.
It looks incredible.
I can't believe they're doing 4, like they have a release with 4 bodies. That's insane. Insane.
Yeah. So let's talk about that, because we've got. I'm going to go to 1/6 Kit on this because his prices are a little more realistic.
Yeah, because they actually have the shipping included.
Yeah, the shipping's included. So he's got the 4-pack.
Like 17 or 18 for all 4.
Yeah, the 2-pack comes to almost $1,300 for the 2-pack, and that is Joker and Fleck. Unfortunately, I wish it was Joker in the bathroom version of Joker, but I get it. I understand. That may be a deeper cut, I suppose. And then the 4-pack is $1,800, I want to say. $1,800. Just under $1,800 with shipping from there. Now, if you break that down, that's
500
400
basically.
400 a figure?
Yeah.
400 a figure. Which, they're not all rooted hair, because, I mean, you do have I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they have. Okay, I guess is their 4-pack here. Okay, thank you. There we go. So this has rooted hair. That looks incredible.
Yeah.
Mm.
This obviously does not need rooted hair. This is just, this puffy stuff, and that doesn't come off. So this I don't need. I mean, honestly, cool scene, don't need it. You know what I mean? I really don't even need Arthur Fleck necessarily, although this looks very, very good. I really just want this, man. I just want this and the Joker, honestly. So is anybody getting this?
No, I'm not.
No.
Nobody. Neither one of them. 2-pack, 4-pack, neither one.
No.
No.
I didn't like this
It's on
movie.
white.
So
It's
no.
on white, TJ. You can't
Yeah,
see
I
it.
think if I liked the movie, I didn't hate the movie, but if I liked it more, it would have been. I have a reaction when a figure gets announced, like, "Oh, I really want it," or I know that I don't. And I was impressed.
See, I love this movie. I
Yeah.
love this movie. I think it's great. Yeah, another one. Blade Runner won't license, man. I don't know why. They just won't license.
Mm.
I love this movie. I think it's great. Totally rewatchable. Yes, violent. And I get why they needed to have like an expensive figure. They couldn't sell. Standard figures. This is why Hot Toys didn't do it, because it had to be at least $1,000 for the product. My plan is I'm going to get the 2-pack. I already have a custom Joker or two. But I really want this. I do have a custom outfit for this, and I think I'm just going to buy the 2-pack and see if somebody parts out this head so that I can get the head, because I really love this scene. It's a great scene.
That head is fantastic.
Yeah.
For real.
Man, yeah. And the body's great. I mean, the thing is, like, these are custom bodies, to some degree. Like, they're not just going out and buying, like, a third-party Fison body or whatever. So, yeah, I think it's great. I think it looks incredible. Stitching's great on the clothing. I think it's worth it. I mean, I don't know.
I think if you love this movie and you really like this version of the Joker a lot, I feel like you have to get this figure, because if you're a figure collector and all that other nonsense, because like this is easily the best we've seen, and we've seen, as we talked about a little bit, a lot of third-party companies take their stab at this, and so though some of them were getting to decent, none of them nailed it, and this one like nails it on all fronts, and they give you every option you could possibly want in this pack.
Yeah.
Plus 2 different sets. Like, come
Love
on.
the chair.
I love the stairs.
Yeah, well, you get the chair in the 2-pack. The only thing you don't get in the 2-pack diorama-wise is this bathroom base, which I'm a little... It's all right. Yeah, I would have rather had the back of this thing be like... I really would have had like a bathroom scene, like just even if it was cardboard on the back of this. It's weird that they didn't do that.
Yeah, where's his like I would have expected his like makeup area that he has in the movie, like that being this one of the sets.
I think because they did the chair, they did the Murray,
yeah, I guess
that,
so. Yeah,
which is interesting, because it's like how many different places could you have him with the makeup? I guess he was doing this makeup in the mirror, but I don't know. I think this is a bit much. I mean, like, I don't know who I would display on what, I guess, but as far as like extra hands, the only hands you're getting here are the extra hands for the the clown, the hospital clown version, and then these are just repeats from duplicates from these hands, like over here. So it's just so that you can use these gestures with a different version. So that's why I'm hoping, like, if I just get the 2-pack, I can turn the Arthur Fleck into this body wise and just go ahead and get a second head and maybe put the Fleck on something else, another body or something. Because I do want these 3. I just don't need this. It looks great though. I mean, they're killing it. Can't imagine it's not going to do well. At least the 2-pack, but we'll see. At that price, it's expensive. Anybody in the chat getting this? I am excited for Joker 2.
Yeah, I think Alberto is.
Yeah, I'm excited for Joker 2. I'm trepidatious as to this musical thing. And I don't know if they're overplaying that and trying to like just like throw people for a curve.
It's
or
funny
if
that
it's
they're
real.
overplaying that if they are, because it's the exact opposite that the Willy Wonka movie did, where they didn't say at all that it was a musical, and then people went and was like, "This is a musical," and like apparently a lot of people like walked out or were really
Oh, is the
upset
new one a
because
musical?
yeah, it is. Like people felt
Oh.
duped because they didn't say once in the trailers or anything that
Huh.
it was a musical.
Oh, I didn't realize that either. I didn't know that.
Surprise.
We were
Yeah.
going to watch it the other night, and we decided on something else. But like, yeah, I didn't know that was a musical. I mean, the original's a musical to some degree. I mean, it is a musical, really. I mean,
Well,
he's singing throughout it.
Yeah, you get some.
Yeah.
You get some singing, but I guess it's like a musical. Like there are musical numbers in almost every scene.
Well, I mean, the Oompa Loompas, they were singing a lot, man. There was a lot of music in that first one, I guess.
I'm looking at the thumbnails down there. How convincingly does he cross his legs? Because I love when he sits. They show him, in some of the promo stuff. It's just interesting.
That really tall
with a thigh swivel and stuff to get a figure. To look like they're crossing their legs convincingly.
I think that looks pretty good. It's an odd angle to take the shot from, but
yeah. But
I've seen another one like that though. There is another one in here where he's sitting down. There it is. Is that it? Yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, the pants right up a lot, but I mean, I guess they would. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're never going to get that flat, flattened out,
you would have to
fleshy
really
thigh against the other one. You know what I mean? You have to really crunch it up. Yeah.
But I feel like
more about the fleshy thigh, Trevor.
Well, I mean, this is what it is. Like, like
meat.
your thigh crushes into your upper leg. Yeah. It looks pretty good though. That looks good.
That looks great, and that's what the kind of if I were to get it, I would be interested to have him in the chair because I don't have a lot of figures that can pull that off and make it look natural and organic. Like that, and that's cool.
Yeah,
maybe not forever, but for a while.
And so this was another piece of this week that, like, again, like they are listening to people. And there's a lot of times when this kind of stuff is, I get it. Listen, when you're doing custom stuff, like those forums, those threads for the custom things it gets crazy. Like people get nuts over, the difference between like you could see even see it here, like the space between this lapel. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's what he's talking about here, but like people would be like, oh, you know what? You got to cut that lapel back because like the space is much wider, and it gets a little nuts. But you're paying $400 or $500 for this outfit, and it's kind of a crowd-funded thing. And it's like, yeah, we got an opinion, so like make it perfect because that's what we're paying for. Whereas here,
also,
yeah,
I was gonna say, InArt kind of set the precedent that they let their audience know that they're listening, and they do respond, and they do make multiple iterations on these figures and keep you updated as it continues. So that makes more sense for this versus a company like Hot Toys, which doesn't give a shit usually what people think. They're just going to do what they're going to do.
Unless they're forced by the competition to give a shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. Right. But InArt does,
Asmus,
they go out of their way to show. Yeah.
Asmus was always very good at that. They would put stuff out like in prototype form and say, hey, what do you think about this? And people would go like, no, you're off. I have to do this $4.99 super chat for a promo. When you're done here, pop over to Offworld where we're talking about the most memorable mail away figures. Love you too, Curtis. Thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. Pop over to Offworld after this. Well, he's good at that.
Mail away is
my most memorable mail away is the Boba Fett from
that makes sense
from Star Wars. Yeah. We'll talk about it some other time.
Oh, it's the Boba Fett from Star Wars, not the Boba Fett from the other thing.
No. From the original, I'm saying the original Kenner send away. You had to send 4 box or proof of purchases away. I wrote a whole letter. My dad photocopied the letter because he was like very impressed with the letter, and they sent it to me, even though I didn't have like 4 proof of purchases.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I'll share that sometime. But like this guy's going over, just talking about, hey, this could be improved, and people are shitting on him, and like I just thought it was like, like the guy's just trying to make it better. You know what I mean? Like it is a longer coat. It could be a little longer on this. Just think about it. They don't have to do it. I mean, some of this stuff is subjective. Some of it is, coloration, in terms of like the darkness of the blue, the film coloration and stuff like that, as opposed to the reality of the thing. But I appreciate
like,
that stuff.
Look right there. The very first response that we can see on his post is InArt responding like, "Thank you. We will carefully consider your."
I love that.
feedback."
I love it. It's great. Yeah, that's fantastic. And he just, and even this is a different guy, I think, saying, yeah, it's a great package, but this would put it over the top.
I think Din Myers though needs to eat it because should be perfect for $2,000.
Yeah, no,
nothing's going to be perfect, man. You're setting yourself up for failure in life.
That's perfect is still subjective. Perfect,
exactly,
versus
exactly. Perfect in the eye of the beholder. Exactly. Yeah. But I appreciate this stuff, and I hope that with the Han Solo that people won't go nuts. I know people were already starting to do that today, but I mean, the general consensus was that it did have some issues. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
This is certainly better than the alternative, which we usually see, which is people just complaining without specifics and just something. What
are you doing?
A thoughtful criticism that is helpful
totally
and good natured.
Yes, I appreciate when someone's going to
than somebody just being a dickhead while they're sitting on the bus on the way to work or something. So
exactly.
This person put a lot of thought into it and obviously worded it in a way that didn't come off like a raging idiot on the internet. Which is so
please consider the following and really described each thing. Which this has been. Listen, I've been on 2 custom runs for this outfit, and this has been the stuff that has come up. It's the color. It's the stay of the collar. It's the length of the jacket. It was the 70s. It was supposed to be in the 70s or something like that, at least akin to that. And the flow of the jacket. It's not a modern suit or anything like that. So this is all stuff that's come up, stitching and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. I think it's good. All right. Speaking of things that are, I mean, I put this in the thumbnail. And it's part of the consternation out there, but this is one that I have to kind of agree with. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I don't know if you guys have really taken a look at this yet. So this is J&D Studios who did put out the Heath Ledger Joker, which frankly, from what I've seen, looks like it might be the best looking Heath Ledger Joker yet. Okay. This is also the company who's doing the full silicone neck and head, which we talked about years ago. And this is the first to the general public version of that. It's pretty incredible looking. Is it necessary? I don't know. I think J&D wants to be the company. They're working with Kojun. He has a reputation for being that. It's he was a part of that company that did the first silicone head and neck combination. This is for people who want that ultimate shelf piece. I just don't know what the direction of this thing is going. Like, this is Bruce Wayne, who is a figure, movable figure, for $829 for Bruce Wayne alone. Now, the suit looks immaculate. I mean, it looks incredible, and I know there are people out there. I know these people. I've been on some of these runs. TJ, really you've seen some Indiana Jones from
I've seen some insanity
from what's his name?
Kato.
No, Kato. Kato. Kato is a customizer whose stuff is insanely pricey. Like, it's crazy. You could buy an Indiana Jones jacket for $900 alone from Kato. It's crazy. People will do it gladly, happily, and be happy with it. This looks incredible. I don't know that I need. I don't think the sculpt is very good, honestly.
No, actually, no.
I think this is not very good at all.
I would have thought it was like one of those 112 companies that like takes the Hot Toys and scales it down. Like it looks. The nose is too pinched. It just doesn't look like.
It's all very exaggerated and old looking. I think for the character from where they're pulling this from.
Rises Batman.
Assuming, yes, I guess so. Yeah, which he was a little older, but not that old. Trying to get a. I mean, it's not. Listen, it's not him.
Right.
But at the same time, why can't I not get this picture? Oh my God, whatever. Okay. It's not great, and it's $829 for just Bruce Wayne. Now, let's go over to the Armory for $1,800, and you can get Bruce Wayne and a statue of Batman. It's not even a figure. It doesn't move.
Oh my God.
It doesn't
I
move.
like that it looks like it has type 2 diabetes. I like the
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is it not closed from behind? I'm not really sure. It does look a little thick, right?
It looks very thick, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at my DX19, and I gotta say, off the suit, it might not look that different. I'm not trying to like cover it here, but like it's really kind of wide around the hips. I think I don't know. Maybe it's a little off. But
the Hot Toys one in the Armory looks pretty trim.
Yeah, the Hot Toys one in the Armory does. Yeah, and that's the opposite, right? That's a Bruce Wayne, basically. What do they call that? I always forget that term that they use.
Oh, the statues that they do.
Yeah.
Well, I have the full Alfred Pennyworth figure with the Armory and the Batman. Mm-hmm. I displayed the Batman that was in the Armory because it was at the time was an upgrade over the DX12. So
yeah,
that Batman in the Armory is better than the
other
one.
Yeah, this. Go ahead, Tom.
I was just going to say that it's Power Pose. It would have bothered me.
Oh,
Power Pose. Thank
Power
you.
Pose.
Yeah, this is interesting. Like, I don't like these textures and colors on the armor.
Why
like
are the colors weird? Why are they?
Yeah, the carbon fiber. I don't know if that's just lighting or what. It's almost got a green tint to it, right? It's very kind of strange.
It looks like an alien.
Yeah. But this sculpt is not. It's not great. It's not great for $1,800, and you're getting a figure
for the
and a
price
statue.
They're asking. It's too much. I think it's a fine sculpt. If this were like a $250 Hot Toy release or something, but
if this was Hot Toys and they were selling this, for $300. Well, I mean, not the whole armory, but
not the whole armory, but as a regular figure.
This is $600. I'd think about this for $600, even if the Batman was a statue. You know what I mean? Even if the armor itself was a statue, that you could place the head on but wouldn't move. But $1,800, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going for here. I don't know. I think it's name recognition.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm wondering who this customer is. But here's the thing. I'm not gonna, I'll say the price is too high. I think this is crazy. I would never pay for this for it, but I'm not gonna shit on it. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
They're either gonna change their market, or they're going to find a market for people who will pay $1,800 for anything that you slap, Batman on. I guess. I don't know. It's possible. It's quite possible. J&D's a weird company. Like they do have kind of an attitude. I didn't know much about them until recently, but I know they had some videos out for like an Arwen figure that people said didn't look very good, and they were like, "Hey, it's great. Shut up." Basically, in their video, it was like kind of like, "No, it's great. You're wrong."
The customer is always an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like that. It was like, wow, okay, wow. It was very strange. Like they just don't have the marketing person in home to kind of like put the squelch on that. But this I think looks very good. It's very good. It's very good. Again, $1,600 for this figure, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's sold out, so I really wish.
How many do they make?
7.
Okay. I bet that's probably got to be correct, or at least close to.
Yeah,
$4,000.
These are not great. This is not a good likeness. This looks a little cross-eyed here. This looks a little weird.
That looks like a pretty good Sean Connery.
Yeah.
The eyes look a little off to me. He looks like somebody hit him in the
It's
head.
hard to tell from that angle, but like,
Yeah.
I would have thought that was a photo, except for Harrison Ford.
Something wrong with the eyes. There's something off with the eyes. That looks better. I don't know. Straight on, it looks better. Harrison doesn't look good though. That's weird. It's not him. Yeah. So I don't know. J&D's a strange thing. Basquiat. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Never saw that one. Yeah, I don't know what this is for. I don't know who this is for at $1,800. It's going to be interesting to see if that sells well. It's not sold out, so apparently it's not doing that great. There you go. I got nothing else. That's it. Did you guys pick anything up?
I got a lot of 1/12.
Yeah, I know. And nothing 1/6.
I don't think
I pre-ordered Han Solo. I haven't gotten anything recently.
There you go.
I make the mistake of pre-ordering everything from Sideshow, so I get it like, once everyone else has had it, and and then the 2.0.
That's not happening as much anymore.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say I got my Dead Strange like 2 days after Hong Kong did. It was insane.
I'm expecting that that's going to be true for the Vader from Obi-Wan because it keeps getting pushed back it got pushed back to the middle of February and it's not out in Hong Kong yet. So I'm expecting there to be a simultaneous release, which happens with some Star Wars stuff. Yeah,
they've shipped it out, but it hasn't hit the streets yet.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about our picks for photos? We're going to bring this back. We used to do like a 1/6 photo every show. Pick one of our favorites that we've seen recently. So we're bringing that back. You want to start, Tom? I don't think TJ has one.
Nope.
We didn't tell Sean, so it's.
I think
you're good.
I think he does have.
All right, go for it.
I found
you
one.
go for it. If you steal mine, I'm going to be pissed.
But
go ahead.
Yours.
Okay.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
You go, TJ.
Okay, go ahead, TJ.
Share away.
Share on.
Yeah,
nice! Wow.
Yeah, wow.
That's
I haven't
cool.
seen this.
So
Me
our
neither.
3 toys, I don't know them personally, but he does really good compositing, and also I think it's compositing, and it's also fuck. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank
Like
now.
Cinematic type of.
Oh my god, Digiramas.
Oh, Digirama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, digital.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Digital background too.
Yep. Sorry, it's been a while. Nope, he's had a lot of good stuff. Very much under the radar.
So does he composite this, or does he do it against the screen? Do you know?
This one looks like it's against the screen, but I'm pretty sure
Okay.
others that I've seen, and only because I think I've seen him post on like 1/6 Republic on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think that he also does composites.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Harry Cinematographer. Does a lot of this
so
stuff, and he's at the 16.
He says that right in the
Yeah.
first.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah.
inspired by
Inspired by
looking
looking through. Yeah. There you go.
Freaking great.
But does he do a lot of this similar stuff, or is it different like ratios? Because this looks very much like Harry's stuff.
This is slightly different. If I remember
Okay.
correctly, I can
So
jump
maybe
on
he
it.
was
There's
inspired by
lot
him a
more
little bit.
compositing.
Gotcha.
I wish Instagram was
Cool.
kinder to these like 16 by 9.
Yeah.
Because if I could rotate my phone and see them full screen, it would
Yeah.
just be captivating.
I
But
know.
they always look so small, and it drives me nuts because like that's my favorite aspect ratio for
Yeah.
images. I think they look amazing.
Really? You
I
don't
mean,
ever do
not,
that.
Not, I don't, because it doesn't look good on Instagram. I'm posting
though.
for Instagram.
You're always doing portrait.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I wish Instagram allowed the rotation.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
could do that more.
I actually
Gotcha.
mentioned that in my post today that like Instagram, I usually am tailoring my crop to Instagram, but today I was like, screw it, and I just posted it, and it is very wide.
Yeah.
Beautiful lighting, man. He's got some really good lighting. I think I follow R3.
I think so. Like again, like
Yeah, I know I do. I know
very
the
much
logo.
under the
Yeah.
radar.
The algorithm is such that I probably haven't seen him in like months, but
The algorithm's
like,
the worst. Yeah.
it's very good. Very nice.
Oh, he uses the exact same like camera and lens that I use. That's really funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Sean, what do you got? You got something, Sean?
I don't have my Instagram up to share, but I sent it to you if you have yours up.
You sent it to me. I can do that. Hang on a second. Now we'll go to another page so I don't lose this one. That would be chat. That would be Sean. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is I got to tell you. And it's really the second one too.
It's
so
the second one. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
I mean I love them all, but this is
Suspense.
in faith, man. Yeah, this is great. This is beautiful. I just love the focus, you know what I mean, on the moth, and just the fact that you don't even really see his face. It's so much like the scene. Yeah. It's so good. Really, really nice.
It looks like it's lit by the moon. It's
yeah.
The hair
did a great job of lighting this
perfectly. Yeah, it's the hands very gently holding the moth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even that's pretty cool. I mean, if you got to know what you're looking at here. I mean, it's a little less descript, but it's still a really nice shot. Yeah. These are all nice. These are all nice too. Like he did a great job of recreating. Like this lighting is exactly like from the movie. But I just love this composition. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Yeah,
so it's very clearly Gandalf, but not.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's just that moment from the film.
Wow. Yeah, just this focus on the third. You know what I mean? Like it's just perfectly on that nice little golden ratio point there, and everything. It's beautiful. Really nice.
Yeah, the lighting is just outstanding in that.
Yep. Tom, what do you got? Or do you, Sean? I'll do mine, and then you do yours.
Okay.
Well, I just, I'm on here, so I may as well just do it. Our friend Elliot.
Yeah.
Holy
this
shit.
Is sick.
I told him this one made me
sick.
go back and rethink when I voted for like Sculpt of the Year.
I know. It made me think about getting this figure, man. This is great, man.
Maybe
just the lighting on this is
didn't.
insane. Yeah. Really just beautiful. I mean, this is where Purrs, comes into play right here. And I just noticed this, but here's your shaggy hair right here. This is all we need on Han Solo. We'll be good. Incredible photo. I really like the light coming from up above him too. Below.
It's that mixed with the underlighting to really bring out the insanity in that face. It's just
and the green coming off from the helmet, which it's just it's awesome.
Yeah.
And this the hand kind of mirroring the shape of the mask and stuff. Really good.
Been missing a lot of Instagram.
I know. There's some good stuff.
Shit.
Elliot's had some really good stuff lately.
That's
all right,
gorgeous.
Tom. What do you got?
All right. Let's do this, then this. So I wanted to bring this up specifically because we bash on this company so often that I got to give it props when it deserves it. But I thought Al did such a good job making a Star Ace figure actually look really good. And I was like, man, every time I've ever shouted on this company, you put that into question now because this actually looks really good and you captured it really well.
This one of his versions of this made it onto Toy Photo Bomb. This is one of my picks, man. He did some really good shots. Might have been the green one. It might have been this one, or it might have been the green one. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. It was one of the first episodes because this is from a few months ago, right?
Yes,
November. November.
So 10 weeks ago.
These were great, man. I thought, this isn't a bad looking figure. It's really Star Race figures go. It's pretty good. But he did a beautiful job. There's just soft lighting on this thing. This is so really nice.
The soft lighting, the fact that it feels like him. You know how Voldemort always appears out of that wisp of smoke in the movies?
Yes.
It looks like he's just coming out of one of those. And he always kind of like walked forward like that with the wand. And I just get a lot of motion in a still image, and that always hits.
Absolutely.
When it's captured right. So I was really impressed by this. So give props. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's a show. What do you think? Are we done?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, I almost accidentally left the studio. I wanted to just bring up that turd party that I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, you had a couple. Didn't you have a couple extra? We don't
need to go over
that.
the anime stuff. It's fine.
Okay. Well, there are people in the audience who like the anime stuff, and we're only one of the only shows that really cover that stuff. So if you want to talk about it, feel free.
Let's see. Share screen. We could decide. Here we go. So I saw this and I was like, "This is one of the most atrocious looking things."
Oh my god, yes. But you know what? This is kind of like, this is supposed to be the $6 Million Man Bigfoot from the TV show. So this kind of looks like it. This is pretty much accurate. Yeah, it's accurate.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's accurate.
That, and I was like, whatever this is horrible.
Let me see if I can look this up.
It's so bad how
I know you're too young to have seen this, but this was awesome when this was on. But it was total cheese. It was total cheese. But it looks that's not the one. Is this what? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. You know what? It's not perfect.
It's not perfect. Okay.
It's not perfect, but it's here. I'm pulling it up. So here you go.
It's pretty close. Honestly, it's pretty close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not great. It's it's 70s TV. But it kind of looks like that. So yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's not as bad as you'd think looking at the figure, I guess.
It's straight up without seeing this as reference and just seeing the figure, I was like, what is this supposed to be?
Go back to the figure. What is the let me see again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. It's a little bit, the hair's a little big, the hair's a little fluffy, but it's I mean, let's go boom. Boom. It's not far off.
It's not far off. It's
not far off.
That's disappointing me that it's not far off, because I thought this was like a surefire winner for like turd party of the year when I saw it.
Yeah, Super Mad Toys, small company. They did the $6 Million Man. They did some Blade Runner stuff. It took forever to come out, and it was okay. But yeah.
That's literally what I said when going into this. Is I thought it was the Geico caveman head on a Chewbacca body. It's amazing.
It could be fun for photos, but I don't know if I need it in 1/6. Like 1/12 would be kind of cool. But surprised nobody's done a $6 Million Man in 1/12. Seems like it would be.
It's kind of surprising,
right?
It really comes with a log. So if you ever need
the log looks great.
It does look really good. I was about to say the exact same thing. I'm actually really impressed with the quality of the log of all things.
That is a high quality log. How much is this?
Probably too much.
$249, I thought it said. Full price.
Yeah, $249, $250.
Oof.
About $200 too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
$150, for the nostalgia, for the people who want it really that bad, but like this
He's
almost
really
looks like they
tall,
took some Chewbacca's apart and put these together with that. Basically.
Yeah,
I thought it was a Chewbacca body with just the cape.
It kind of does look
for
like
real.
the Chewbacca hair. But
and you get a nice big log again, so that's part of it.
It's log. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood.
Sorry, it's just trunk.
It's better than bad. It's good.
In the chat, it says looks like they used a real branch.
Nobody.
It is just a branch. Everyone gets a unique branch. They just stick it in the box.
Yeah,
that's right. It's unique, handcrafted.
I love that. Comes with firewood.
There you go. Do you want to go over your anime stuff or no? What is that? What is that? Oh, does it plug into his hand? What the hell is that?
It's a magnetic effect. It says it right there. Literally right there.
Wow.
This has to be one strong magnet or one really light log.
It's a light log, I'm thinking.
And yes, I know you're Ren and Stimpy.
It rolls downstairs or over in Paris. Yeah. Oh, all right. You didn't give me any feedback. So.
Because I'm not going to sing along. I don't know. I'm terrible at singing.
You just
no
did.
One wants to hear that. Yeah, I know. Because I felt like I had to make you feel better.
It's better than bad. It's good.
Yeah. If we want to go through these real quick.
Yeah.
Two more of the Naruto Akatsuki figures dropped. Datara is one of them. I think he looks amazing. These are, again, some of the best looking anime figures I've ever seen in the scale. like, and they pose really well. Like, as you were talking about, Sean, earlier about like actually doing a cross-legged pose, the bodies they use for these, I guarantee they'd have no problem pulling off like the cross legs. I don't know what they're doing or what body they are, but they're really good.
So here's an interesting, like, this is what I'm thinking in my head, because this is not my thing, but like, if it was my thing, something like this, I'd be happy with. And there are things that are my thing that I'm still happy with, just in 1/12, right?
Yep.
Like even getting all this stuff, extra hand, like an SH figure art, a Mayfex type of thing, where you get all the extra accessories and et cetera, et cetera. Like I don't need the realism. Like, do you think there's an appeal for the 1/6 scale for this stuff?
I do.
Like, I mean, yeah,
I do, because
you're into it.
Coming from a toy photographer perspective, I shoot a lot of SH figure arts, and though they look good, if you're trying to do any kind of portraiture or anything like that with
close
them,
up,
they tend to fall apart as when you get to them really close. And that's not talking about the quality of those things. They're really good for 1/12 scale, but having one of this company's figures and seeing that and getting up close, it's a night and day difference. It's kind of insane.
I can see the quality of the paint, although it's a very, I mean, because it's an anime face, it's a very, some of them more than others are very simplistic. You know what I mean? In terms of the paint scheme, yes, they look more like the teeth aren't just like white. You know, there's some detail there, but like nothing I would think that you couldn't get into well, that's pretty simple.
A lot of it, yeah.
Like
the
I would
eyes
think you
are
could get
really
that
well
in
done.
pretty well done in an SH figure arts figure and still like up close look pretty good.
You can, except for their eyes on the SH figure arts are always done with using those wet labels they use to
the transfers
the application. Yeah, they're just transfers, so there's no definition or dimension to them. So, every time I photograph them, I add the definition in myself in Photoshop.
Well, yeah.
You don't have to do that with these. Like it's actually there. You get the gloss. They all have rolling eyes. You've seen on this one as well as others. Like I don't know what his eyes would be.
They do have the purrs. Yeah.
You have I don't know why he comes with 3 sets of eyes, because Datara doesn't have the multiple different eye jutsus like the other characters, but he does.
Oh,
so it's crazy.
Oh, he's got extra eyes. Oh,
yeah, these are all different eyes.
Colors?
I think it's the dilation of the pupils.
Stop it!
I think that's what it is.
Stop.
That's something.
Does that mean anything?
I don't know. He's tripping out.
He's been snorting Adderall or something. Like what's happening?
Anime, based on their expression and what they're experiencing, their eyes are so expressive. They do change pupil size and stuff.
I guess. Oh, maybe it's, you know what? If you look at the top row, that one on the left looks very small. Is it meant to be like that kind of like reaction, like Sean's saying,
it might
they're bigger, normal, and then they're small because they're like, oh my god, or whatever that expression means.
It actually does look like small, medium, and then these are much larger pupils. Yeah. Okay. The other one they did from the Akatsuki, which is brand new as well, is Kisame. He was one that they've teased before the last episode, but they didn't have the product shots up yet. And now the product is fully up, and here he is. He's like a shark man.
Okay.
His sword is insane. You got to see this freaking thing. So it comes with a couple different looks, where it's unwrapping, and then once it's actually fully out, it does have the tongue that eats chakra. It's a chakra eating sword. It's insane.
Wow.
So he's a crazy character. That's really cool. And he comes with a couple of different expressions, a couple different versions of the sword. Again, multiple different eyes, and his are different levels of bloodshot pupils.
Okay.
That's the difference that I could tell between them all.
Yep.
Just crazy. They're doing, if you are an anime fan and you like 1/6, this is the company you want to see doing your favorite figures. Like without question, they are doing the best I've seen.
That's cool.
And I know InArt showed off that they were going to be doing Chainsaw Man at some point, but we haven't seen anything about it since then. And I would like to see more, because I'd like to see if they are competitive here, because Rocket Toys are like $265 about.
Yeah.
This one's a little pricier because of the sword. So I don't think InArt's going to be in that price range. I feel like it's still going to be pricier.
I don't know for Chainsaw Man. I mean, you're not talking about like rooted hair or anything on that, so it's like I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see that InArt was going to do that. InArt was going to do Chainsaw Man.
They showed him off. You remember when they did this one show? The first time we saw the Superman, and we saw also that they're doing a Chris Reeve Superman. Chainsaw Man was one of the figures.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that wasn't a statue. That was a figure.
No,
they were do a figure.
I'm pretty positive it was a figure. But the thing with Chainsaw Man is that they could have Denji, they could have the chainsaw slightly coming out of his head. You get the chainsaw head. There's a lot of different variations of body parts that you can get with him. So maybe it's that'll jack up the price.
I'd love to see somebody. I mean, I don't know if I'd need it in 1/6 though. I really do want some 1/12 Blue Eye Samurai stuff though, because I'm super loving that show. It's incredible. And rest in peace, Carl Weathers too, man. Like that's a bummer.
Seriously.
Jesus.
It is a bummer.
I mean, he was
bad news.
Was he 78 or 70?
76.
76, man.
He just seemed like so youthful.
Yeah, in great shape.
Yeah.
He was directing. That's a bummer, man. That's a real bummer.
He's one of those actors too that was in like ever since growing up with like the Predator and like Rocky and all that. He was in almost like every couple of years of like a big project that you probably forgot about. Like what was it? Happy Gilmore. He was in.
Oh yeah.
And, like,
yeah. He would just be in. Yeah.
He would just show up in something. And I was always excited to see. Carl Weathers is in this. This is great. Instantly better because Carl Weathers is here.
I mean, can we get a Grief Karga now? I mean, Hot Toys. Right. I mean, that would be nice. Posthumously, it would have been nice to have it before. I still don't understand why we don't have that figure. That and Carson Teva. They've been in more episodes than some of the figures that we actually have. But what are you gonna do? All right. Well, on that bummer of a note, I guess we'll call it a night. Sean, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Thank you guys all in the chat who stuck with us and who were with us earlier as well. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Appreciate it. Monday on the 5th, Noir Kaiser Effects, this man right here, Alberto, is going to be joining me.
What a comment to put up for that too.
I know. It's the first. Sorry, Alberto. It was the first one. There we go. It was like, there we go. It's going to be joining me for Toy Photography Best of the Month for the month of January. There's some really, really good stuff. So tune in for that. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another Han Solo, or I don't know. Maybe we'll have a whole new A New Hope. Yeah, Chewie, man. That's the call right there. I want to see Chewie.
My secret hope is another Ewok.
I would love another Ewok too. Yeah, Chief Chirpa or something like that. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Poplo, right? Chief Chirpa, hook me up.
It's Poplo. That would be cool.
Cal Kestis for me all day. Still waiting.
Yeah. I don't understand what's going on with that though. That's stupid. That's just stupid at this point. It's really, really dumb. I don't know what's happening, but all right. Good night, everybody, and of course, as always,
may the
phone
be
with you.
Be with you.
There you go.